Hee Haw with host Roy Clark. And this week's visiting co-host, marvelous Mel Tillis. Along with our special guests, the fiddle-playing Mandrell sister, Louise Mandrell, and country swanging sounds of Mr. John Anderson. And starring the whole Hee Haw gang. Let's sing her now.
We're gonna have a party. We're gonna have some fun. We'll be dancing in the hours before the evening's done. Some spinning and some grinning, and tell a joke or two. Country's brightest stars are here, and we're inviting you.
Hee Haw,
Hee Haw,
hee haw,
hee haw. Come on in, we're gonna have a ball.
hee haw,
Hee haw,
hee haw.
hee haw. Cornfield County's calling you to hee haw. Hee haw.
Come on, Roy, bring in Mel.
Melvin, this is fun for me because you're not only my co-host, you're my close friend.
I feel the same way, Roy.
And it's nice to know that I can always pick up the phone and call you for money.
Yeah, and it's nice to know that I could always have my phone disconnected.
We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host and dearest friend, Mr. Melvin Tillis.
I'll tell you about my night on shore if you will lend an ear. I stepped into a cabaret to have myself a beer. A pretty girl sat all alone and needed company. But when I got close, this girl arose and this is what she said to me. Now she said, whoa, sailor, be careful what you do. In your eyes with the gleam, and to me it seems you're just like all the rest. With a wolfish eye and a mind that's sly, then a sailor's at its best. Now look here, baby, you got me wrong. I'm not that kind of guy. Why, I just got back from across the seas where there are no girls or I. Now let me talk to you a while, I'm sure you'll see my way. But when I went to spout, she turned about, and this is what she had to say. Now she said, whoa, sailor, I've heard that line before. You look into my eyes and tell me lies and tell the seven seas. Well, a sailor's full of that kind of bull, so don't hand it to me. Oh, pretty girl, you let me down. You've broken my poor heart. You know how it hurt when you had to spurt that last sad remark. I said, I think I'll have a drink, and I broke out 6 months' pay. With a wide open eye, she breathed a sigh, and this time she had to say it. And she said, oh, sailor, I think you won my heart. Well, she was right neat and she sure was sweet, but I knew she was that sort. She's not all the blame, 'cause it's a sailor's aim to have a girl in every port.
The wind never blows fair for the sailor who knows not to what port he is bound.
Laverne!
What?
What are those red marks on either side of your nose?
I don't know, from my glasses, I guess.
Glasses of what? Yeah, glasses of what? I don't know, Adley, why you had to marry a man whose whole world revolves around booze. Now, why couldn't you marry a man like your daddy?
Listen, Mama, you forget that all men are made from the same mold.
Oh, yeah? Well, why did I have to get the moldiest one?
If they can make penicillin out of moldy bread, well, then surely they can make something out of him.
Order in the court. Your Honor, this man right here refuses to be tried in your court.
Refuses to be tried.
Yes, sir. I find out you ain't even got a law degree.
Order, order. Of course I've got a law degree. I'll have you know I graduated from UCLA.
University of California of Los Angeles?
No, the unidentified country lawyers of Alabama.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Rowe here. There's a bomb. There's a bomb.
A bomb? Now just calm down, Hammerhead.
I can't. We're all going to be killed.
Where's the bomb?
It's in the basement. We're all going to die.
Where in the basement?
Next to the insecticide. What are we going to do?
Was it in a red can that said mosquito bomb?
Yeah, you seen it too.
It's all right, Hammerhead. Calm down. Everything's okay. That's just to get rid of mosquitoes this year.
It is? Well, don't that seem a little drastic just to get rid of a few bugs?
And now here's a young lady from one of America's finest musical families, Louise Mandrell.
Thank you. I am so proud to get a chance to share with you my road family, along with a member of the Hee Haw family, Mr. Charlie McCoy. Talking about my baby.
Talking about my baby.
Talking about my baby.
Talking about
my baby. Talking about my baby.
Talking about
my baby. Talking about my baby.
Talking about
my baby. Yeah. All right. You can make me happy and he loves you night and day. Knows how to satisfy me and he does in every way. Picks me up when I've been down with just his warm embrace. He can turn my foolish frown to smile upon my face. Got the fire in his eyes, just like this fire in me. And the taste of paradise, his kiss is guaranteed. I'm talking about my baby. Nobody but my baby. Right. You know I'm talking about my baby. Does it every time. You are cute, good taste. Does it every time. Oh yes, he does. When I need affection, you know he holds me so tenderly. Need a shoulder to lean on. He's as strong as a man can be. Sure as I live and breathe, he just seems to succeed. When it comes to giving me exactly what I need. I'm talking about my baby. Nobody but my baby. You know I'm talking about my baby. Just every time. All right. Just every time. Oh yes, he's mine, mine, mine. All right. Let's hear it, David. All right, Charlie. Who gives me such good loving more than I can take? In this whole world, there's only one, make no mistake. I'm talking about my baby. Just every time. All right, Susie, it's all yours. Talking about my baby.
Talking about
My baby. 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 My babies. Yeah.
gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair and agony of me.
We had a Yankee come through talking fast and fancy.
And he wanted to know why us Southerners hated them Yankees.
So he asked old stuttering Mel if he wouldn't take a minute and tell.
And by the time I'd finished, he'd been here so long, he agreed with me.
This is the one that...
Miss Minnie, we have found one more thing to agree on.
Really, Misty?
Yes, the article you printed yesterday on raising a family, it stated that a woman should not have any more children after 40.
And you agree?
Oh, absolutely. 40 children are enough for anybody.
Give a kid an inch and he'll think he's the ruler.
Could I interest you in some pizza crust today, Orville?
Nah, I make my own pizza crust. Call it Pizza Da Vinci.
Oh, I get it. It's a work of art.
Yeah. No, he makes it out of canvas.
Hi there, sweet thing. How about a cup of coffee and a little loving conversation?
Here's your cup of coffee.
Well, thank you. Now, how about the loving conversation?
Don't drink that cup of coffee, Sugar Lip.
I know what you mean. That coffee isn't weak, it's helpless.
Yeah, no. You know, the coffee that Orville made yesterday won't even stain the tablecloth. What's a tablecloth?
The flavor of our next guest music has been described as moon pies and soda pop. Here's John Anderson.
Hey, buddy, bring me a beer. Somebody's playing my song. That's why I like it in here. I feel I really belong. And the waitresses always treat me right. When I get a little too loud, I like hanging around in a honky-tonk crowd. I like the things that they do and the places they go, the way they boogaloo and do the Cotton Eye Joe, and the breakfast they eat after closing time would make their mamas proud. I like hanging around in a honky-tonk crowd. You can find anything you want in a honky-tonk crowd. The music really turns me on when it's turned up loud. Sometimes it makes you feel so good you wanna jump and shout. Hey, I sure like hanging around in a honky-tonk crowd. Bartender, bring me a brew. My honey walked through the door. In fact, you better bring two when we get back off the floor. Because the moves my baby's gonna put on me are more than the law will allow. I like hanging around in a honky-tonk crowd. You can find anything you want in a honky-tonk crowd. The music
music really turns me on when it's turned up loud. Sometimes it makes you feel so good you wanna jump and shout. Hey, I sure like hanging around in a honky-tonk crowd. Yeah, I sure like hanging around a honky-tonk crowd.
It's time to hoot and
We're gonna shout, loosen that collar. We're gonna hoot, we're gonna holler. So don't stop and try to make a dollar.
Say, Mel.
Yes?
I hear you judged the Miss Cornfield County Beauty Contest, and it took you 3 days.
I sure did, Roy. Sure did.
But why should it take you 3 days to tell them your choice?
Well, Roy, did you ever try to talk with your tongue hanging out? Say, Roy, I hear that you are real active on the campaign to perpetuate wildlife.
Oh, you've heard about some of my Saturday night parties, huh?
You know, Roy,
that tree is driving me up a forest.
You know, Roy, with as few patients as old Doc Campbell has, I'm surprised he lives so well.
So well, he has another income on the side. He's in the sports repair business.
The sports repair business?
Yes, I fix things, you know, like horse races, basketball games.
We're gonna hoot, we're gonna holler. Sit on the ground, loosen that collar. We're gonna hoot, we're gonna holler. Sit on the stump and try to make a dollar.
Irlene, I am so proud of you, giving the family a new addition, Derek Mandrell Boyer. I'm so proud of our baby boy.
Oh, I know you are, Louise, and I think that's so wonderful, but I don't want you spoiling him with all kinds of expensive gifts.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. I did buy him one little present, a carriage for when he comes over to the house.
Oh, a baby carriage, that's neat. Well, why don't you bring it over and he'll ride in it?
I haven't got the chauffeur yet.
Okay, Maynard, let's pretend that I'm the customer. Now, when I come in, I want you to use that technique that I just taught you, okay?
You bet, Mr. Gordon.
All right. Now, I just walked in, and what do you say?
How do you do, sir? May I assist you in a purchase?
Well, I'm interested in buying a shovel.
Excellent idea. We have some very fine shovels, sir. And may I present them to you now?
Now, what's the difference between those two shovels?
Well, this one's bigger than that one.
I can see that. But I mean, what's the difference in the shovels?
About $3. Oh, you mean, okay, of course, sir. Well, you see, this is a regular shovel, and this is a spade shovel.
Which is better, the regular shovel or the spade?
Well, begging your pardon, sir, I would suggest that if it's anything like my cat, you better get the spade version. You don't have those little shovels to worry about later, running all around the... Unless you keep your shovel inside all the time.
Would you please pass me that shovel?
You want me to hand this to you?
Yes, yeah, I do.
I don't think so. You're going to strike me with it.
I like the way you play country fiddle. Clogging with you was sure lots of fun. But you wouldn't love me even a little. I tried to lasso John Anderson. Get around here. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You made another and you were gone.
I gotta find a joke of the week. Cathy's gonna be so mad if I don't. Maybe it's in this pile over here. No, that's not it. Wait a minute. I'm gonna be looking for that.
It's time for joke of the week. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well,
Yeah.
where's the
There it
joke?
is, right there. That's the little Hummer, yeah.
Shotgun.
What do you call a person who sticks his right arm down a shark's throat?
Down a shark's throat? Oh, lefty.
This week's winner is Wesley Paul Bloyer, Hagerstown, Maryland.
Yeah.
Folks, send your favorite joke in too. Ta-da!
Oh, ta-da! Joke of the week, P.O. Box 140400, Nashville, Tennessee, 37214.
So good. And remember, if we use your joke, we'll send you one of these.
Yeah, ba-da!
You talk about multi-talented, we're about to hear George Lindsey sing.
Teacher said for homework, we all have to write a country song. I never wrote a song before. Shoot, I couldn't make it rhyme. But Merle and Roy and Hank and Curly, they write them all the time. Jails and love and trains and cars, they live what they write. Faded love and rocky top and help me make it through the night. I can't write them words like that. I know I'll do it wrong. But what I wrote, I know real well. And I hope you like my song. Put some South in your mouth. Put some Dixie in your talk. Let me hear that Southern drawl when you say y'all. Put a smile on your face. Don't forget to say the grace. Let me hear it good and loud. Put some South in your mouth. I dreamed St. Peter stopped me, wouldn't let me in the gate. After all my fancy words, he said, George, you'll have to wait. Know how long you've waited, just how good you've been. But there's one thing that you must do before you can walk on in. Put some South in your mouth and shout it good and loud. Let me hear some good old down-home country slang. Pass them cathead biscuits, please, and then say 4 collard greens. And that pleases any crowd. Put some South in your mouth. Put some South in your mouth. Put some Dixie in your talk. Let me hear that Southern drawl when you say y'all. Put a smile on your face. Don't forget to say the grace. Let me hear it good and loud. Put some South in your mouth. Put some South in your mouth.
Yeah, though. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's time for the string and rosin pullers to play. Ramona Jones, John Hartford, myself, and Tommy Williams, and we're gonna let her go, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cornfield County Operator Assistance. Can I help you?
Miss Irlene, get me Kenny Price, please. I just ran into an old friend of ours.
Oh, how terrible. Was anybody hurt?
Well, I didn't actually run into her. I mean...
Then why did you say you did?
Well, I met her when I drove into Lulu's truck stop.
You drove into Lulu's truck stop? Was anybody hurt?
Well, I didn't actually drive into it.
But you just said you did.
Never mind.
Some people had the hardest time communicating.
Now, she's the only woman I know who stands on her head to make an upside-down cake.
But I want to salute my hometown, Brainerd, Minnesota. Population 11,005. Well, whatever it says on the sign in Brainerd.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to Jerry Ralph, RB, Bob Beavis' Flea Market. I am he, Jerry Ralph, RB, Bob Beavis. How you doing? Folks, this week's shipment was not quite as funny as last week's, but we're going to use our imaginations and make it so. Look at this, folks. Jimmy Carter's toothbrush. I don't know. Not a big budget show, but we like it. Joan Cullen's makeup remover. Grandpa Jones's first wristwatch. Told you to use that imagination and use it while I pick you a fine country tune. You're gonna... Hey, wait a minute!
My co-host in the pride of Pahokee, Florida, Melvin Tillis. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
City lights as far as I can see. The great white way shines through the night for lonely guys like me. The cabarets and honky-tonks, the flashing signs invite a broken heart to lose itself in the glow of city life. Forget her name in a glass of sherry wine. Lies that offer other girls for empty hearts like mine. They paint a pretty picture of a world that's gay and bright, but it's just a mask for loneliness behind those city lights. Was dark and God made stars to brighten up the night, but the God who put the stars above, I don't believe made those lights. For it's just a place for men to hide when things don't turn out right. Just a place to run away and cry behind those city lights. Lights that say forget her love in a different atmosphere. Lights that lure are nothing but a masquerade for tears. They paint a pretty picture, but my arms can't hold them tight. And I just can't say I love you to a street of city lights. And I just can't say I love you to a street of city lights.
We're gonna play now.
There's fancy music everywhere, heard throughout the land. But here to there, none can compare to Hee Haw's all jug band.
We don't
here to there, none can compare to Hee Haw's Orchard Band.
We're through playing now.
Here is today's etiquette lesson. On a first date, should a boy kiss you on the front stoop or on the parlor? Well, personally, my favorite place to be kissed is on the lips.
Yeah, Lordy. Well, they sure look happy today, Roy. Rich Uncle die or something like that?
Oh, nothing like that, Arch. I just feel good. You know, I woke up this morning feeling right with the world.
Oh, golly, that's good, Roy. It's a good time for me to tell you that I'm tripling the prices on haircuts next week.
Tripling?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute, Arch.
Yeah, but I've been holding off long enough, by granted. Prices going up and everything, you know, supplies, they cost money.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I wouldn't mind you going up a little bit, Arch, but 3 times, that's too much.
I'm sorry, Roy, but it can't be helped. I've got a big overhead here. You know, the price of electricity's just skyrocketed.
Well, I'm sorry, too, Arch. I'll just have to take my business down the street. I can't afford your prices.
Yeah, that's the way it's going to be. I've got the prices up there, and they're going to stay.
Hello, Mr. Clark.
Who was that?
That was my new assistant. She starts next week.
Well, you know, I always liked the way you cut my hair, Arch.
Yeah?
And you were right about that inflation and all.
Yeah, well, it's going up, yeah. You want a little off the back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Archie is quite a businessman, isn't he? He's always had a head for figures.
Oh, Louise, did you hear my pa reported my new boyfriend to the phone company?
You're kidding. You mean the handsome square dance caller you met?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, why did he report him to the phone company?
Well, he told them that I was being bothered by an obscene caller.
Oh, no, what happened?
Well, they said there was nothing they could do about it until we got a phone.
Hey, Grandpa, I hear the boys have pulled a trick on you, and they sent a pretty blonde up to your room.
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you tell her it was the wrong room?
No, I told her it was the right room, but she was 30 years too late.
Well, I tell you, I'm not so impressed with Dolly Parton. I mean, you take away her beautiful flowing hair, and what have you got?
The sexiest bald-headed woman in the world.
Oh, gosh.
You know, Louise, whenever I meet somebody, I can never remember their name.
Oh, I can always remember a name.
Yeah.
I just can't remember the face.
Lulu, tell me, is it true that you're breaking your engagement with Archie because he's such a hillbilly?
And unsophisticated, too.
Oh.
You know what his idea of a dinner jacket is? Carrying sandwiches in his coat pockets.
Victoria, did you know it took Michelangelo 7 years to paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Wow. I wonder if he'll have to put on a second coat.
Melvin, my cousin Sappho has decided to become an interior decorator.
Is that right? Is he any good?
Well, I'm gonna find out. I sent him over to a Chinese toupee shop.
A Chinese toupee shop? What for?
To get me an Oriental rug.
Here once again is Mr. John Anderson.
Way across town, the phone rings off the wall. If you know he ain't home, why do you keep calling? You're gonna drive yourself crazy. You know that it's true. It's just making you wild and blue. Wild and blue. It's no wonder. Yeah, look at the things that you do. They could just take you up yonder to and his shades all pulled down. Yeah, someone is trying just to satisfy you, but he don't know you're wild and you're blue. Wild and blue, and it's no wonder. Just look at the things that you do. They could just take you up beyond your honey. You're already wild and blue. It's 4 in the morning and you're all alone with no place to go. Why don't you come home? And I'll be right here, little baby, waiting for you. 'Cause I know you've been wild and blue. Wild and blue, and it's no wonder. Just look at the things that you do. They could just take you up beyond your honey. 'Cause you're already wild and blue. And they could just take you up beyond your honey. 'Cause you're already wild and blue.
Here's Louise Mandrell.
I hear it from my friend. I hear it on the street. I hear it in the air, here and there, everywhere, and from everyone I meet. And every time I hear you love me, ooh, my heart is scared. 'Cause I wanna hear it from your lips. You never told me, you never told me. I wanna hear it from your lips. You never told me. I hear it in my car. Oh, I hear it on the phone. I hear it in the crowd, not so loud. And lately now I hear it when I'm all alone. And every time I hear you love me, ooh, my heart escapes. But I wanna hear it from your lips. You never told me, you never told me. I wanna hear it from your lips. You never told me. Now everybody's been told, and the whole world knows just how good our love is gonna be. But ooh, baby, you never told me, you never told me. I see it in your eyes. Oh, I feel it in your touch. You've even found a way you can say all you mean, but you never say it too much. But if you'd only say you love me, ooh, my heart was scared. But I wanna hear it from
County.
What are you talking about, girl?
Well, you see, they're having this beauty contest next week in town, and I'm going to enter. And first prize is a modeling contract in Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, now, darling, you know I think you're about the prettiest thing in these here parts.
Oh.
But you got to have some kind of talent, don't you?
Well, I got talent, Paul.
You do?
Yeah, well, I'm going to blow dry my hair.
With talent like that, she could win. 'Cause I heard Miss Cornfield County's talent last year was using the yellow pages.
Hee Haw salutes Buckhead, Georgia.
Oh, right. It's a hometown of Jake Rogers Jr. Population 179.
Well, there's probably more by now.
And now, children, we take up the word moth. M-O-T-H. Moth. It's not a little old crazy bug that flies into light bulbs, not at all. A moth is the green thing that's found growing on the north side of the tree.
I am on the restless sea of night, where no calmness comes to still the tide. Forges full of deadly sin and strife, rest and peace are on the other side. I am rockin', rockin', rockin' on the waves. I'm rockin' on the waves.
I am rockin', 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 rockin',
Rockin', rockin', rockin', rockin' on the ocean waves. I am rockin', rockin', rockin' on the waves. I am rockin' on the waves.
I am rockin', 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 rockin',
Rockin', rockin', rockin', rockin' on the ocean waves. What a glorious thought to feel this way, when the raging tempest rolls on high, knowing he will hear me when I pray, sweetly save me in the by and by. I am rockin', rockin', rockin' on the waves. I'm rockin' on the waves.
rockin', 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 rockin',
Rockin', rockin', rockin', rockin' on the ocean waves. I am rockin', rockin', rockin' on the waves. I am rockin' on the waves.
rockin', 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 rockin',
Rockin', rockin', rockin', rockin' on the ocean waves. I am rockin', rockin', rockin' on the waves. I am rockin' on the waves.
I am rockin', 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 rockin',
Rockin', rockin', rockin', rockin' on the ocean waves. I am rockin', rockin', rockin' on the waves. I am rockin' on the waves.
I am rockin', 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 rockin',
Rockin', rockin', rockin', rockin' on the ocean waves.
Melvin, thank you for being with us.
Roy, I can't find exactly the right words to describe your contribution to this show.
Oh, it was nothing.
Those are exactly the words that I've been looking for.
You got me again. Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks.
See you next week on Hee Haw!
Promotional consideration by Clorette's great-tasting gum and mints can help eliminate any bad breath odor so you can feel good about your breath. Clorette's with Actazole with chlorophyll, the breath deodorant.
If you're a clean toilet bowl fanatic, get my 2,000 flushes. It cleans with chlorine bleach and lasts up to 4 months. So why buy anything else?
A young man whose parents were tortured and killed by an outlaw gang sets out to avenge their murders. Steve McQueen and Brian Keith star in Nevada Smith, next on the Saturday Movie Special. Later tonight, Steve McQueen returns with Robert Preston in Junior Bonner on TV5's Hollywood Greats at 10.
selection from Opryland, USA.